Finally. Hey guys, so what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to replace the stock OEM front lower control arm bushings with SPL ones. Now you can find these bushings online. I got mine through SPL themselves, and I think I paid right around $125 for them. So here we go. And that is why I'm replacing them. This one's starting to get a little off too. I think I actually took this one off before, and I actually used my press just to press it back in. And people told me you can use the pry bar and stuff, but I'm just gonna replace them today, so, yep. All right guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this under engine cover. We can see exactly what bolts we need to take out. So I'm gonna have to take out the bolt for the shock absorber and the end link, the ball joint here, and then the bolt that goes through the subframe. So both sides, it looks like it's gonna be pretty quick. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 on both sides. So 8 bolts altogether. All right, so this right here is a 17. This right here is a 19. This one on the ball joint, I'm pretty sure is a 22 millimeter. And then you've got this one here on the end link, which is also a 17. Okay. Well, this bolt right here, you're gonna have to stick an Allen wrench in it if it gets stuck like mine just did. And you're going to have to put an Allen wrench right here, and then I pretty much broke it loose already, so all I have to do is get a regular, open end wrench and then an Allen wrench here and take it off. And that Allen wrench is a 6 millimeter Allen wrench. So now you've got a cotter pin here, right there, that you take out. I'm going to use a pair of needle nose pliers, and then I'm pretty sure that's a 22 millimeter right there. There's the control arm. So you can see what I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to do a little bit of sanding and polish these a little bit, or at least clean them up. And then I'm going to be pressing out that bushing. And everything over here is just the same process as over here. So same size. These are 19, 17, 17, and 22. Look at that. It is looking pretty messed up. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to push this bushing into this control arm, because if I'm not, this video was a complete waste. Alright, so I bought this little 12-ton shop press online. I think I got it on eBay for right around 130 bucks. They're not that expensive. I had to put it together. The instructions were a little bit complicated, but it works perfectly fine. I pushed out a couple of bushings with it already, and you can probably find it for cheap. If you don't want to go to a machine shop, then you can get it online. If you do go to a machine shop, they usually charge around 30 bucks. So per bushing. So I think I had to pay, actually no, I paid 30 bucks one time for 2 bushings of the exact same ones. So next thing you're going to want to do is find the right size socket. So when you push it through, it doesn't damage your lower control arm, but it pushes the socket out. It looks like this one is going to be okay, but the centerpiece right here is kind of getting in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to knock that out, and then I'm going to go ahead and push this old bushing out. That is a perfect size. Alright, so you guys can see it's lined up pretty perfectly. It's not going to touch the lower control arm when it goes through, and here it goes. And out she goes. And there it is. It's a little bit ovaled on this side, which isn't good when you're trying to press a new bushing in, because you don't want to mess up your new bushing, especially if you're using SPL. Time for the next one. And out goes that one. So now that I've got 2 control arms and they both have the bushings pushed out, this is what it's all about right there. there they are. One's a little bit cleaner than the other, but whatever. Hopefully this one goes on without a problem, because this one had the issue where it's a little ovaled. So yeah, hopefully it's all right though. All right. Well, let's see how this goes. Hopefully I can get it in there pretty straight. Oh, nice there. And this piece just snaps into here like this. And there it is. That actually worked out pretty cool. Anybody can do this at home, if you have a press at least. And it is the same exact process of taking it off, except in reverse, you're putting it all back together. So as long as you remember how you took everything apart, it shouldn't be too hard. And before you put the end links on to the lower control arms, don't put the strut on yet. It's going to make it harder for you to get the hole for the end link. It's going to make it harder for you to put it through. So don't put these on until you already put the end link in. Alright, everything's not tight yet, but I just bolted everything up. I just have to tighten everything down, and that's what they look like. This whole process of me doing this took me about an hour and 45 minutes. So, and do not forget to put the cotter pins back in, because that can be very, very bad. So make sure you put those back in there, bend them on the back, and then you're all good. These are all together, back on, tighten down, and I will be doing another video about my review on these bushings. If they make any noise, if there's any difference in handling, etc. Guys, so this is everything I used in today's video. I used 5,000 grit sandpaper, 3,000 grit sandpaper, a brush, and purple power. That was to clean the control arms after I took them off. I used a 1/2-inch breaker bar, a 17mm wrench, a 19mm wrench, a 6mm Allen wrench, a 6-inch, 1/2-inch extension, a pair of needle nose pliers, a flathead screwdriver, my 3/8 Makita impact gun, a 22mm socket, a 19mm socket, a 17mm socket, and my 1/2-inch Makita impact gun as well. So then I used the lift, of course, and I also used the press. So that's everything you need to do to, that's everything you need to have to take off and put back on your lower control arms, and to replace the bushings if that's what you're doing. Alright guys, that was just the front lower control arm removal and install. and I installed the SBL blower control arm bushings. So if you like the video, if you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. If you like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.